All right, let's
You.
jump into the topic.
Okay. So change it up.
Yo, Auntie
See the
Gift.
topic there. What would you do if you were the ruler of Africa? Daniel said
Somebody
he would
extra.
give visa free for everyone. Visa free to where?
All around Africa, so you can traverse all the African countries, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah. So
Is it me or there's feedback? Like there's noise.
it's from Praise or Omo.
It's not from me. I'm using noise cancellation airports. Guy, put some respect now. Come on, man. You know they see my ear.
Sorry,
Do
sir.
that, they whine.
So Praise.
Normal.
What's this? Let's start with Praise.
Yeah.
Oh, is it me?
It's in the echo.
I think it's almost background.
What's
Why
There's nothing happening.
why do you think it's almost background? Where are you dialing in from?
last Giddy?
From the office. Lagos, yeah.
Oh, now your background, no worry.
All right, let's jump in. Praise, I want to start with you. What would you
Yeah.
do if you were the ruler of Africa?
Why
If you
are
were
you
in charge,
starting with me?
if you're the emperor,
Why are you starting with me?
because I chose you. You are the chosen man. You came in late, so we'll start
Anyway,
with you.
I apologize for coming in late. I had to
Omo, please, can I ask you to
double the kids.
mute yourself just for a minute? I just want to see if the echo will stop.
Okay. That's right.
Tap your screen. You see a mute button. Uh-huh.
Tapping board.
If you look on your screen, you see a microphone. Just tap.
Yeah, I'm tapping, but I don't know.
It's not tapping.
Yes.
Tapping is not tapping. Is that laptop?
Tapping is not tapping.
Or your phone?
It's my phone. But please bring me down. Let me be on the comments, please.
You wanna come now? Oh yeah, bring Auntie Gift. Auntie Gift, oh yeah, Auntie Gift, come up. Oh. She go run. Auntie Gift don't take off. Bro, if I am met the president or a ruler with influence in Nigeria or in Africa, so many things will go down. I think they hear me.
Why hearing
So many
you wait for
things
dramatic
go
drum roll
down.
or what?
You feel me? Number one, before you become a preacher of the gospel or imam or anything religious, whatever, it will be as if a cow is trying to pass through the eye of a needle.
Yes.
Do you understand? Like, to study medicine go easy. Honestly, I tell you, you know, that the kind checkmate where we go checkmate those religious people, it go deep. For you to even say, I want to become an imam or a pastor, my brother, you go think them 2 times, honestly, because the things that are happening in Africa presently, based on this crop of people, it's just alarming. You know, like it's just alarming, because that's the issue. You know, like they have weaponized religion. They've made Africa become like that. You know what I mean? Like they've brainwashed a whole lot of Africans, and so many people that you think should know better are not knowing. So because of religion, we have failed as a continent. We have failed as a people.
So if you think religion is our biggest problem,
it's one of our problem.
Okay.
It is one of our problem. If there is, man, did you guys watch and listen to all the chosen drama and all the things that are happening? Did you watch?
What's that?
You know,
What drama is
from
that?
as in everything. There's been a lot that's been happening lately, and there have been so many things that have happened. You know, and just because some people refuse to talk about it because it is their favorite man of God, it is their favorite preacher, that's like, you know, and just because it is chosen, people kind of just bash them, you know, like, but this
Can you
thing has
provide
been
Sorry, what
going
did I
us
on,
chosen mean?
context? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
he's
was going to
just
say.
you know?
Give us context.
Okay, praise the Lord. So apparently there is a church called Chosen, and these guys have been coming to give outrageous testimonies, you know, talking about how, you know, a kidnapper or an armed robber approach them, shoot them with AK-47, and then they will just scream, "The God of Chosen, where are you?" And that bullet will not penetrate. Talking about how there is no money in the house, and they will just call the God of Chosen 3 times, and money will fall from heaven. Talking about how she was at an interview, I think she was writing a promotional interview, and they asked her to name 10 francophone countries, and she just raised the blank sheet up because she did not know the answer. And a man with white apparel dropped, and answers came on the actual paper. You know, as in outrageous testimonies, and people are clapping. The other guy said, the one that bust my head, the other guy said, something about
No, we don't even have to go into the
like no
details.
no no
Just
make
yeah.
I tell you this one
fucking
So,
make I
weird,
tell you
man.
this one
so because
make
I
I
want to keep this flowing.
Baba make this one. You say lion come,
Tell us.
you know, lion come show am direction of way to enter. I think the guy was lost or something, so that lion come as a form of GPS. You know, come the lion come carry in hand, say make him enter this direction, so in enter that direction, lion come tell am bye bye. Oh my goodness. I say the thing bust my head. So a lot of people come, they laugh them, they mock, they make caricature of them. I come say, wait, oh, it is not just choosing we don't start this matter. This matter don't say. You know what I mean? Okay, now the Redeemed Christian Church of God honor. Right? There was a time this year he said he had a breakfast with God, like one on one. They sat down, they had a breakfast. Apparently, Jesus or whoever he mentioned was having tea. I mean, been getting Lipton. Like you know what? You know that kind of thing. Like he can get breakfast. People defended that. People defended it. You know. Um.
Okay,
What's this
wait. We
guy?
need to tie this
Wait,
to
chill,
the
chill,
comment.
chill. Wait, I come. There's this other guy from Edo. There's this guy. What's his name? He said he went to the toilet. Someone went to the toilet to pray. He prayed, and then the guy appeared in Germany. He prayed in the toilet in Nigeria, no visa, nothing, and he as in open door to come out. Now, Germany. You think they bust your head? Lava. And there's another guy again that is selling miracle water. I think in a year, you know. Then there is another guy, and there's so many things that happen
So,
for
but
the
so,
matter. And they
so now,
come. So, Baba, wait now. So many things that happen. People have been defending these things. Baba, nothing they happen.
It's like
You know,
you're
get
talking about gifts people. Oh. See, I should know all the pastors
yeah,
by
yes.
name.
Pastor
Things they
Jeremiah.
but allegedly things they happen for the as in there's so many things going on. And we just the year number just because we are I don't know if people are scared or if people are kind of hypnotized or people don't want to speak up or people feel that if you talk about these guys thunder will come and strike you or but this bruh you should know your Bible for yourself. That is when you are able to tell the person, bruh, you are lying. Shut up. There's something where man of God will tell you. They say, Baba, no worry, you are lying. I'm not sure if it's exposure because most of these guys are very exposed. Most of them are very knowledgeable. Most of them get PhD, but they can
So,
never
so,
just say to
so what you
someone,
are saying now is the first thing you will do if you are made emperor of Africa
I
is
go
put
regulate that
regulations
business.
around religion.
Baba, I go regulate that business enterprise because to me, all these guys are just business partners. They are CEOs. I go before you go enter that business, I go regulate them. And why are they not even paying freaking taxes? They are not paying taxes, and most of them they drive the most luxurious, they fly the most luxurious, they live the most luxurious, they build the most luxurious houses. Do you get it? And they are living the wife. Make I bust your
Yeah,
head,
but
my brothers.
that's going to be a difficult task to regulate
What do
stuff
you mean?
like that.
It's difficult.
Uh,
Papa, you rewind that. There is a
let me
country, there is
let,
a country in Africa. Wait, there is a country in Africa that have regulated that system now as I'm talking to you. I think it's Rwanda. Yes, I'm sure it's
it's
Rwanda.
Rwanda.
They have
But
regulated. So why is it difficult?
what they did was they closed down churches.
That's
And
what.
how do you differentiate? That's dictatorship now.
No, it's not dictatorship.
That's dictatorship.
The
What are
same.
you
No, no,
talking
no, no.
about?
Wait, Baba. The
People
same
should always
regulation
have the
where
right to
chill,
form
Baba, chill
communities.
now. The same regulation where you go they regulate normal company. You go put laws. If you don't meet this standard, you cannot open, a food business. Even if you open a food business, you have to meet. That's what should happen.
So let me explain what I mean now. If
Baba,
me, you,
in Australia,
and
in Australia, for
Adams,
example,
mm,
in Australia, for example, you don't just feel like opening a church, you go and open a church. I reckon there are some sort of body, there are
they
some
can
sort of checkmate or
they
some
can
kind
still
of
do
things
the
that
same
needs
thing.
to happen.
Okay, now let's jump to Matthew. So Matthew,
But you never really allowed me finish.
No, we'll
You get
come back to you.
we'll come
And I
back to
like
you.
how, Emmanuel, the name you call me changes every day of the week. Sometimes you call me Adam, sometimes you call me Matthew, sometimes Big Daddy. It
No,
depends on your mood.
I don't call you Big Daddy.
I mean, and meanwhile, it was Bank 6 birthday the other day. Oh,
Somebody has quoted Bible
happy
for
birthday,
you guys. Oh,
happy birthday,
Second
big
Timothy
Bank
chapter 3,
6.
verse 1 to 5.
yeah, Daddy.
No, that
Praise, they are
one.
coming for you. Um, Look, I like the topic about religion, and I feel like it's easy to dwell on that because all of us are very religious in our country. It has its positives and negatives. However, I will leave that to you, Praise. Now you defeat chest the heavy topics like religion and politics. That's
Why
why
you know
you
the
are
chest am?
you are
Why you
Daper
know the
CEO.
chest? Why you know the chest am?
For me, if I was made Emperor of Africa, I think I would initiate Purge Day because some people just need to be beaten. Where person wey don't annoy you, that day there's no laws. You will just gather in town square and then you will beat some stubborn people. So all those people that used to be keyboard warrior, right? And if you challenge them, they cannot back out from the fight. So for example, now somebody that's talking nonsense and the government will facilitate it too. So this is where the government will provide transportation. Now Praise can be in Akwa Ibom and I'm in Lagos and Praise is talking nonsense. Then I'll challenge him. December 1st, the government will fly Praise out to Abuja. They'll fly me out to Abuja. Two of us. They'll give us boxing glove until person tire. So you go box. So I feel like we need that. So one day of the year is Purge Day. That's my first thing I will implement. Make
I
sure
beg, bring,
people.
I beg, bring Bank 6 up, I beg.
What's the second
Make
thing
we
you
sing, make
implement?
we sing happy
How,
birthday,
how does
now.
how does Purge Day help us move forward?
Because when people know that there's consequences to the nonsense that they are saying, they will calm down and they will think before they say that nonsense. Because I feel like because now most people can hide behind
But even
screens.
aside from project, that still happen. People are still beating people up now.
Like
But it's
already
not
You
it's
know.
not
keep
legal
beating
now. Now
people
they
up.
can sue you. So this one is permitted by the government. No consequences.
This guy is going to be a ruthless human being.
No consequences. You allow them get it out of your system. So you be like you,
But that doesn't
I'll go catch you for
that's not
birthday.
gonna work. The society will be one sided.
I'm,
Like
I'm emperor. Whatever I say goes.
Emperor.
There's no. That's it. Emperor of Africa. Purge Day, December 1st every year. That's it. No
people
consequences.
people gonna come out by people gonna come out for country,
People will
man.
fly out.
Once we get to that time, a lot of people will just come back after
See
that.
where it's not if you have money to travel.
Bruh. I beg
Ini,
anybody that any ideas in the comment section,
Ini,
please drop your ideas. I
Ini,
know
can you hear
Daniel
me?
has said
Can you hear
he's
me?
afraid.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bring Banksy up
If
now.
he
I just tried
sends
to
request,
add him. It says unable to join. I don't know why he wasn't able to join. I've just sent him another request. Let's see if he can join.
Leave him there. If you know one come, make it dig for that boring Canada. Code catch him.
God, what did he do to you?
just now that you're advocating to bring him on, you don't flip.
Very toxic behavior.
People like you now, Bank 6 will challenge you to purge day.
I go beat him.
December
Banksy
1st.
no get power. I go beat him. Now keep our warrior. This Banksy.
Okay.
Emmanuel, what will be yours?
Me? I think my first one was to close down a lot of churches, which Praise just already mentioned. What else will I do?
I can guess, but I'll let you speak.
Igbo.
Why are you guys laughing?
No, just say
what
what is on your chest. It's free for all. Nobody's judging you.
I'm taking
It's just you and your friends.
Something I think will benefit everyone. I think I'll look for ways to boost our economy. In every way possible, I'll try to make sure that everyone, has a job and is contributing their fair share to the economy. I'll try to encourage trade within African countries and then try to make them look for opportunities within ourselves first before looking outside. Then as the emperor, I think so that means I can just put any law and then it'll be accepted, right?
Any law.
Okay, so as the emperor, I think the next thing I'm going to do is there wouldn't be tribes in countries anymore. No country would have tribes. Everyone would not identify, you just identify as a citizen of that country. That's it. There's no, when you're filling any form, you don't have to feel where you come from. You're a citizen. That's it. So the idea would be to abolish tribalism over a period of time. So I believe that when you abolish stuff like that, then even I'm not going to abolish religion, but we have to restructure it to make it make sense to people. After that, on the flip side, I think something like prostitution, right? It's illegal in most African countries. I think the better way would be to legalize it across Africa.
I thought that's the first thing you said, so that's where my mind went.
No.
Because I know you are prostitutes.
It's to legalize it. It's to legalize prostitution in the whole continent and then tax it as a business. I believe when you legalize stuff like that and then people don't have to hide to do it, it's easy to reduce the spread of diseases and then people are now working actually. And again, they're already doing it, right? So regardless of it's legal or not, so just help them do it well. What else would I do as emperor? Let me see. I think I'll be the only one allowed to marry more than one wife. Every other person has to stick with one. Yeah. Your state was really in your mind that you want to, that made you live
But I honestly I like the idea of I think prostitution is already legal in many areas. Maybe destigmatizing prostitution. Yeah, because there's a lot of stigma around it. Even if it's legal now, you say people look at you funny. But if you destigmatize it, then there's some real good
How do you even tell
work.
people you're a prostitute? Imagine asking what you do for work.
They laugh.
The stigma is still always gonna be there. There's no how you can openly celebrate doing that job. There's no way, no matter how you want to make it
I think
good. Unless you're gonna be giving grants. You're gonna be giving grants to them. Face home buyers grants.
How would marrying more than one wife benefit you? How does marrying one benefit me? You don't need any more. OnlyFans doesn't have stigma. OnlyFans has mighty stigma.
OnlyFans doesn't even work in Nigeria. So
It doesn't.
Yeah.
it doesn't.
And even
It's
if they
for
if
it's
they
for
know
the West.
you have like an OnlyFans account and then you are working for an organization, chances of you getting sacked is like high.
When they find out, they fire you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
For real?
Yeah, a lot
A lot
of
of
people have lost their
organizations.
jobs because of that.
I don't know. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
means I need to
I've
hide
it's
seen
my
it.
profile. Oh.
sorry.
Your profile.
Yeah, my only fans.
I thought I sent it to your manager one time. What happened?
My
I've praised.
manager will they subscribe.
So praise your sister subscribe.
Oh my guy, now I got to support my guy. What are friends for?
Mhm. All right, back to you, praise. Just so
Praise the
you
Lord.
guys know. Remember when I said no? Let's go on. Let's go on. I'll say it at the end. No, it doesn't relate to this. That's why. Oh my God. I'll say it later. So praise back to
But
you.
honestly, like my own will really just be centered around, religion and just mental slavery, mindset slavery, all this kind of thing. Because the mind is very, very, you know, what was it? Like the mind is very powerful. So like if these religious people captures the mind, you can only just do too much. So I would try my best to kind of just make sure there is a revelation around that mindset. If you want to believe in whatever, then it needs to be the right way, not this other way that these business guys are going through it and then they're calling themselves pastors. I had to even cut one guy a serious warning just because the guy, people they call him Papa, they call him by name. The guy say, why they call him by name? Because they call him Papa. You know what I mean? Like I change him for you know what I mean? Like so those kind of things, very unnecessary entitlement. Make they call you Papa because you get church where three members they, you know what I mean? Like it's just so before they go they call you that Papa, you go get degree. Why are they calling you Papa? You go make sure say as an emperor, I go understand why people supposed to call you Papa. You know.
Okay, nice. Feel like
So
being an actor.
like, like it's just like with this whole
I
selling
like the
of
name
miracle water,
Emperor.
this whole selling of miracle water and all of that, you go say
Man in the house.
this
Very
water
excited.
go heal the sick, this water
I
could make the blind see.
Instagram
You
has
must
banned his
prove am.
main account.
Baba, now why you not go be emperor? This person they talk, they interrupt. Read comments
That's why
for
I'm
your mind.
Emperor now. When I talk, you have to keep quiet.
You know what I mean? Like this whole of Jeremiah selling water. You know what I mean? Like before you
It's like this
go
religious
sell,
thing is paining you.
you dey pay
That
me
was your
well.
first
Before
point.
you go
Come
sell
back
that
to it.
water where they sell, you must make sure say a lot of the blind people for the community don't use that water and they don't see. You cannot just be selling water and then you are calling it healing water. And then that can never happen in my watch. Under my watch, no. Before we go legalize something, that thing must work. Anyway, it will be me and religious people, 100%.
I'm very surprised that Praise is going after religion. Oh,
Because why
not
lion they
surprised.
tell you why lion why she go give testimony say lion tell am bye bye. you know After lion don't show you way the lion say bye bye he go prove am.
How did the lion raise his hand?
He tell am, you know what I mean, like people were clapping, people for the church they clap the thing, my head won't burst. you know so
But
these are the mindsets that's not the thing I go really want change. Like I'm not saying there is none of these things, but guy, God, Jesus Christ proved himself. So
my problem now
we
is
gonna
that
need that proof for you to
is that
call
as
yourself,
much as
religious leader.
as much as I go after religion, I don't go after like if somebody says something happened to them. Honestly, I never really doubt it. So even everything you've told me now, he said Jesus said the lion and all that stuff, right? I still don't doubt them.
But guy, Baba, add Banks
I've
now. Add him
tried
with
to
this
add him
other
several
account.
times.
Get life.
I've sent requests twice already. I've sent it again now.
I mean, used to have Omo.
Almost almost bosses around.
Bring Banksy. The Banksy is very bored in freaking Canada. Bring him here. Let him have a chat with the other
And
boys.
he's a very toxic human being. God, I've tried. I've sent him another request. Let's see if he's able to join. Ume, Amanda, Vivian.
Just with the new account, the account that he get life AO insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, mate, with the new account. Which new account? Get life
They get
insurance.
life. Yeah, get life
Yeah, I've just done
insurance.
that. Still not working. So I'm gonna try again. I've sent him a request. Unable to join.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know,
But I'm
man.
still sorry, mate. Maybe next time. But yeah, happy birthday to you.
So future emperors. Let's see.
I'll bring Sharon now. On Monday. This Monday they live. See you. And King Huta.
You guys are done.
I wait for now to the struggle, they add people and unadd people.
Matthew, what's the next
Yes, sir.
thing on your agenda as the emperor?
Matthew, if
As
you,
the emperor.
the people where he let him go sack him because he very terrible letter.
That's why you're emperor. It's not democratic regime. What you say
If
goes.
they put go behead and take over.
But while I'm on seat for the 3 days before before they unseat me.
Oh man,
Similar
guy, but
to what Daniel said about visa, I will take it a step further and I will enforce. You know how we have NYSC?
mm,
I will enforce mandatory travel around Africa. So the moment you turn 21, you must go to another country and work for 1 year. That way we
mm,
learn about each other's cultures. So if you're in
mm.
West Africa and you're 21, we'll carry you
In
go
that hat, I beg,
Eastern
man.
Africa.
Mm.
You go Ethiopia. Ethiopia is in East, Abi, before my geography failed me. Anyways, you go to a country in Eastern Africa and then
You're
you
right
go
though.
and work there.
Mm.
And it's not all those fancy jobs or menial job. You go and do farm work or become plumber or high school teacher, almost like how NYSC was, but now on a continental scale.
Mm.
I feel like that way we'll become more one by understanding different things about our cultures.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
See, wisdom, joke. It's not just looks and wisdom,
And OnlyFans.
and only fans. Kill all the
Yeah.
politicians in Nigeria.
It is just
See, if they kill
Nigeria.
all the politicians in Nigeria, all the house rent in Lekki, who go to plan? Mm. You know what the politicians they do? Politicians they try you.
This guy
You
is
know,
crazy.
all your actresses where they use 50,000 do movie, go drive Range Rover of $80,000. What they do?
Oh my.
Who go to support Big Brother? Who go to do all this? Don't worry yourself. You know, no worry. You know, Dubai go empty. No baby girl lifestyle again. No. Leave our politicians.
That's
Let's
why the
see.
economy is not going around.
A
It's just
hundred
them.
percent, 100%, 100%. It's
Crazy is bad
crazy.
for Nigeria.
Mm, it's crazy. It is crazy. Mm.
You,
But
you
honestly,
guys
man,
haven't said anything that will help Africa. So
What do you mean?
just you just told me you're going to be very bad emperors.
We have regulate the preachers. We have make it visa free. Get the people to travel and explore each other's culture. We have legalized prostitution. Bruh, with all of these things, we should start our own political party and
you
run
know
for
what I mean.
office.
And honestly, I think the people that are working essential workers, let me say essential workers like your nurses, your doctors, and all these kind of people, they will be paid more than even entertainers. You know, because these are the guys that are the essential workers. Because if all the nurses and the doctors and all of these kind of essential workers decide to stop working, the country and the economy will go down. But if players decide not to play a match, the country is still going to move forward. Like, look, for example, during COVID, you know, like there was no football, people were still surviving. There was no football for months. But imagine no hospital for months. You know, that's the thing. You know, so me as an emperor paying someone $500,000 a week, I don't see what you go
So
play,
I don't
bros.
agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't see what you go play.
Crazy. We cannot let you be the emperor. You'll be a very, very bad emperor.
You know that
Like
a lot of
you,
people
you run
based
the
on
economy down.
no.
You
But
will.
check
You will
out,
be a
just check out
good
which one they
emperor.
play. Which you go play where you go to collect more than $1 million a week in 2 weeks. Whose money?
I tell you
Under whose
what
watch?
you're playing. So you have to
It's
understand
difficulty of the task.
they are providing
Hmm?
value that is worth being paid $1 million. This game they play employs a shitload of people who watch it, who televise it, who interview, who come to the stadium, people that sweep the stadium. All those things are built around that game. So if you pay somebody $1 million to per week or whatever amount of money, most likely you've built $1 billion business around that thing. That's why you can cough out $1 million every
Yeah,
week to pay that person.
I appreciate the
So
talent,
now,
but this is a
but for
regulated.
the essential workers now,
What I'm saying. Sorry to cut you. Before you go to essentials, like in Australia, for example, these things are cap. You know, no matter how talented
nothing is capped.
you are, you
Nothing
can
is capped.
cap,
Nothing is capped.
cap. In Australia, like
It's not.
for foodie, for example, it is capped. You cannot be
You're
paying more than a certain
getting it
amount of money.
twisted. The government is paying it. That's why. If you're playing for a private club, it can't be capped. The only problem is that the league has not grown to the point that it's generating enough revenue to pay people a shitload of money. That's why they end up going to America and other leagues to play.
Because it's capped. Even if they bring Ronaldo come
So
this
you,
country, it's capped.
you cannot cap it. You're not getting it. The money is not there to pay the people. So there's no cap.
If they want to, they will. You know?
They can't. They
No.
cannot because the league has to grow
If they
to a
want,
point.
that's what I mean. It has to go to a point where you need to bring an influencer. Look at what happened in Saudi Arabia. You know, no matter
Vamsi,
how
I've
much,
accepted everything you've sent
no
me.
matter no matter how much Saudi Arabia has, but if they did not bring an influencer like Ronaldo, some of us would not even be watching that league. You know, but they have to bring him, pay him that much for the league to be where the league is.
So
China did
now,
the same
as
thing.
as
Australia
the
can do that
emperor of
same
Africa
thing.
now,
Mm.
Australia cannot do it. What is this guy
They
saying? Who is going to
can
pay him?
if they want to get their football or whatever to that level, they have to bring some certain kind of players and they need to pay them.
They cannot
I'm not
afford it. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
I'm just saying, as an emperor, there will be entertainment, sport and all of that, but you have to be, in a certain band. You cannot be getting this crazy amount of money while people that are sweeping the street, making the street
This
happy,
guy is
people that
talking like
are
a communist.
I'm just saying, I'm just
You'll
I
be a
feel
saying.
like
communist
communism actually
emperor.
would work.
It never
That's what I mean. That's what I
works.
mean.
It
No,
Chill
never does.
now. You're not listening, you are capping. Like there are people that are doing essential jobs. All your people where they carry waste, people where they clean streets, people where these guys are supposed to earn money. Teachers, for example. Tell me why workers should be going for strike when I need to pay them wage for them to be able to do other things. So like
Can I
as
explain?
an
Can I
emperor,
explain? Can I explain
you
why?
go before
Let me
you go collect that
explain.
$100,000, you
Yes,
go play that like
I can explain to you why. You can go to school and study to become a doctor. And even if you break your leg tomorrow, you're still a doctor. You still go to work. The risk involved with becoming an athlete has to do with your body, right? Like if you get injured, then you're messed up. The risk to reward is it's almost like crypto, to be honest, right? You could literally go to zero and your life is messed up. One injury and
and
your career is gone, and you
that's
can't
another
go
thing
back
now.
to uni. Hold on, you can't go back to uni, right? So because of the amount of risk they've put into that career, I believe that the reward should also match the risk. Simple. But as a communist that you are, you're not thinking like that. You're thinking of how to make everybody equal.
But the reward can be anything now. The reward can be any amount of money, not 100, not 100
Why are
to
you
1
bothered
million
about what
once.
somebody is making?
Why are you not bothered?
Because it's not my business.
But as an emperor, though,
It's a
that's
free
an
market.
emperor. But that's an
You
emperor.
as
You
a
asked
no,
me.
as a bad emperor. That's what you should
No,
say
because
now.
you asked
Because
me what, but we are still on the topic, though. And as an emperor, I don't want to hear anything crypto from my community. If you talk, I'm straight to jail. If you
this
just talk,
guy can't be emperor of Africa.
uh,
Because
uh,
as the emperor, we are
Emmanuel,
going to
please
buy.
spin the topic now. People hear you talking about emperor and football, but the pin
I just
topic
saw
is kill all the
this
politicians in
this
Nigeria.
Dave's
That's just
comment
very
and
dark.
so I've
this is
pinned
why
it
this guy
back.
cannot be an emperor. With this kind of mindset, he's just moved from one to.
Me?
You're not sticking on the
So I
conversation.
can I tell you why I'll be a good emperor? Because I'll
Why?
let everybody. It's going to be a very, very free economy. I don't care what you make whatever amount you want. I'll just tax you. As long as you're paying your tax, then all these doctors, lawyers, garbage men, and all those people, they will have good salaries and they will have lesser tax. But you can't be a garbage man and expect me to pay you the same amount of money as somebody who has risked their whole life to become a soccer player. Doesn't make sense. Anybody can be a garbage man. Everyone can pack and pick up garbage. So that doesn't make sense. And then secondly, by to boost the economy, some people will still be unemployed, right? Because Africa is very large. That's where you legalize stuff like prostitution, and then you try to encourage them to get tested, and then you have like you tax that business also. Next one is pension. Everybody's pension will be in Bitcoin. They'll have the option to put their pension into Bitcoin. And I believe that by doing that, over maybe 20, 30 years, everybody will be rich because it's just what's going to happen.
You were making sense until you
I
mentioned
swear.
Bitcoin.
Like
Okay, but
I was already
no,
you were already
you
winning
know
my
what's
vote.
funny? You know what's funny? I want you to, you on prostitution. I want you to, when I post this video, mm, take this part, this last 1 minute, save it somewhere.
Maybe you
I
go tell
guarantee
us
you.
what to do.
It's
Bad
very
emperor.
it's very simple, right? When something is written on the wall and it's like everyone is ignoring it. But anyways, let's forget about Bitcoin.
Let
Let's
me poke holes in your philosophy,
okay.
right? Everybody cannot be rich, and I feel like that's the mistake most
Of
people.
course.
Yeah, if everybody has Bitcoin, Bitcoin will not hold value. If everybody is rich,
No
nobody will
mind
be
now.
rich. So,
Before you poke the hole further,
mhm.
you have to understand the reasoning behind what I'm saying. So if I say today, how I just said Bitcoin now, both of you said, oh, you are making sense until you mentioned Bitcoin. What does that tell you? It means that okay, it's still seen as something that's not good, right? Because it's seen that way. Obviously, the whole pension will not be in Bitcoin. At least 20% of it will be there for everybody. And it's optional if you don't want to do it. It's up to you. But because the rest of the world hasn't caught up to the idea, it means most people that put their money in there as pension would be rich. If it gets to the point where everyone is doing it, then it just becomes a store of value, nothing more.
Exactly. So, based on the economics, if something is trusted by everybody, the potential return will be small. You get higher returns from emerging markets. That's the reason why you're even talking about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin was more an emerging market a few years ago. So if you put any amount then compared to now, you'll be in profit. But the more people adopt it, the less profitable it will be for the people who have come after,
Mm.
like
Mm,
real
true.
estate, like
True.
gold. It will become another version of gold. So imagine if your government forced you to put all your money in gold. You're like, eh. And then something else will come. People will now be like, you know what, chicken is the new thing. People always rebel. They'll be like, yeah, let's put
But
our money in
but
chickens.
but if you think of the idea right behind putting people's money in gold, it still makes sense to put your money in gold. It still makes sense because think about it this way: the everything has lost value. Everything priced in dollars has lost value to gold, regardless of the price of gold over time. It's lost
So,
value That let's up the price of gold.
stay within the ambience of the topic, my friends.
This one hates truth. Real estate man.
You've lost praise. Sleep is now catching praise.
As
Okay, before we go, I know we have 10 minutes left, right? I just want to look. We can swing and
we
swing. Now, what's the
calibrate.
channel? Anything you want to talk about now? What's that? If we do it's Daper TV. So, anyways, I was on TikTok today. So this is proper segue,
God.
and I swear I was just swiping. I went into like a deep hole, and then I came across this guy, hilarious motherfucker, and he was saying that as a married man, you should not be laughing at another woman's joke.
What?
So another
What?
woman should not make you laugh. I swear.
Which
And it was
kind of
hilarious because
which kind of do that?
it's just crazy. But I found it hilarious. It's like you shouldn't be laughing at another woman's joke. That why would you be outside in public laughing and throwing your head back? There's a way he said it, and I was like, I kind of relate with what he's saying because it was hilarious
But
as fuck. I'll
it
send it
depends
to
on
you
how you
guys.
laugh at a joke, right? Yeah, I think
How?
it depends on
How?
how you laugh at the joke.
Oh yeah.
So
Or it
let's
depends
say
on the joke.
you're
It depends on the
outside.
joke
Like
that was
So
laughing with your chest. Yeah.
exactly, that's not good then. Yeah, I think I get what he's saying.
Mhm. And I swear, I put myself in the other shoes. I'm like, imagine you go to your wife's office and then one dickhead, Jerry, is making her laugh and she's
Our
laughing, holding
office,
her tummy. She can't even stand. Her legs are weak. You're like, nah, this Jerry's bad news.
our office husband.
so, so I agree when he says another woman should not make your husband laugh.
Exactly.
That's hard.
What happened to Prince?
He's lost his screen. Now, since we're on TikTok,
Mm.
another TikTok I saw. Sorry, I was just having a blast on TikTok. TikTok is my favorite app right now. I know it sounds like many people have things against TikTok, but I love it. This guy was saying, and he was in his bed, or just chatting shit, but it kind of made sense as well. So he said, if you're earning less than 100K, why are
Mm.
you ironing your clothes to go to work? That you should you should not iron your clothes for work. And I swear, it hits home. Like truly, like if you're earning less than 100K, why the fuck would you iron your clothes to work? Like fuck them.
Do you know the truth? I wasn't ironing my clothes to work. I said I wasn't ironing my clothes to work. I was just wearing it anyhow.
It's God.
Good.
I'm like, that actually makes sense.
But
Remember how we
that
used to
makes
dress
sense,
to the
true.
car?
Oh God.
So I need to lay off TikTok because it's
Nah,
fucking with
I'm
my
not TikTok.
mentality. And me, I love dark humor.
Yeah.
Are you back on
Okay.
TikTok?
No, not yet.
Anyways, let me do disclaimer. So I'm going to start creating TikTok content. So if you see me dancing and doing all those Gen Z things, just know it's coming.
Yes.
You guys be prepared.
So
Hmm. These Gen Z people coming for them
taking over,
big
man.
time, bruh.
Wait, Gen Z is after who? After us is
That's after us,
okay.
millennials. No, but millennials and Gen Z is after
Gen
us.
Z is after us. Funny. Wow. I
We're old now.
look at I look at Gen Zs and I kind of feel I don't know, man. Like we messed up the world for them.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like you
I just feel like
feel
Gen Z
sorry for
looks
them?
like a confused group of people.
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like they're coming into the world when everything is really like in chaos. There's no direction. It's just everything is just a mess. And then before it gets fixed, they'll become old. And then it's their kids that would enjoy the. I don't know. That's how I just feel. Yeah, I feel like humanity is in a very good place right now. Look at you.
I did.
Yeah,
I disagree though. I actually feel like it's in a much better place
is it?
because Yes, Gen Zs have figured out shit that took us forever. We were still just, confused. Like, Gen Z will not take nonsense. Like, at work,
True,
they will prioritize their mental health. They prioritize
true,
things that are actually important.
true. But
So,
which generation has more mental health issues the most? Even
no, they just speak
after all
about
these
it
things they
more.
know.
It doesn't mean they have it
No.
more. They are
Let me
more
give
open
you
about
let
it.
me give you an example.
Hmm.
I, I was thinking I saw an Instagram reel yesterday. The guy said, "Wow, what happened to going to the hospital and seeing kids with bandages on their heads and then their legs hanging up and all that stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, that's true." He says, "Now they just have mental injuries."
That
So he
was
was trying
just
to
in
say kids are
the movies. How many hospitals you go where people they hang
no,
like for
no.
this thing? No, be
What he
hospital,
was
then you
just
press your
what
leg.
he was just trying to say was that kids are no longer going outside to play and just,
Ah,
do you understand? You're on iPad, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram. Like I feel like there's this pressure with trying to keep up with social media. It's caused more damage than good when you look at it in the grand scheme of things. There's no connection with human beings anymore. So before we go through that phase where people will figure shit out and then go back to being normal people, Gen Z's will already be old.
anyways, I wish we could add. My sister is here. Mosi, come and defend your Gen Z people.
Give range. When does Gen Z start? That's a good question. When does
Gen Z
Gen Z start?
is
I think 20s. People in their 20s are Gen Z, right?
mm, 27 or 26 and under. 27 and under. Who
Let's
knows?
let's say 25 and under. It's Gen Z.
Yeah.
Like we're in an era where everybody is trying to post something on Instagram. Do you know how much pressure that is? And it doesn't even look like it's trying to end. So you now can cope because you weren't born into that stuff. You saw it happen, right? Gen Z they were this is the only life they know. They don't know anything outside this box. They don't know life can be better. So when you start thinking of it like that, you find out that we have AI, we have all these things, life is getting easier, but is life getting are people getting happier as as we're advancing as human beings? I don't think so.
What was so? I feel like so a lot of times, right? We relate success and happiness to money. Mano, you can unpin the topic now. We're just freestyling. A lot of times we relate money and financial success to happiness. So when we're growing up, they'll ask us, "What do you want to become when you grow up?" And we'll say, "Doctor, engineer,
Who
lawyer,
be John?
accountant," because
Who be John? Who be John?
Don't feel now. See, but your guy posted himself in first class. Yeah. And I called him and insulted him for doing that.
why would you insult him? Me, I love it.
But who's the guy though? I don't even know him.
I
Who's
don't know.
that?
I don't know who that is.
But this guy, shy no get level. He's not even in the first class. He took a picture of the first class
Of the
banner.
edge.
It's like first class queue. This is where I lined up. You peasants, join the other queue. Back the area.
Well said. You peasant.
But what's the problem? Like, what is really happen? What's the problem? I
Oh,
don't
this
understand.
guy, honestly, wait. He said, but your guy posted himself in first class. Who is this?
Who be the guy?
I don't know him. But clearly he knows us.
He
I
clearly
don't know
knows
the guy.
he
Is
knows
He
who he's
knows
if
talking
I
trends.
know,
about.
because I don't know if I know the guy for tell or something, but because I don't know, make I
He
let's
knows
let's
him.
continue.
Matthew, you were saying something.
So I've even lost my train of thought. Because anyways, we're just talking about random shit. So going back to Gen Alpha and blah 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 and Gen Z. Why me I'm saying I kinda like Gen Z and I want to even start dressing like Gen Z and vibing in their world
Guy, what just like
because
you?
it's their TikTok I'm seeing. Like their take and their perspective on the world is new, it's fresh. So I was giving an example of when we're growing up and how we said what we were aspiring to be lawyer, engineer, all those boring jobs. Now we're in that space where we are engineers, we're lawyers, and we're like, fuck this shit is boring as fuck. We hate it. Whereas Gen Z, they're like, I want to be an influencer, and they're influencing things that they actually enjoy. So you see somebody that plays Scrabble, he becomes Scrabble champion. He's making videos. Today I came across a guy's video or page on TikTok. He has over a million
Oh, Navasi.
followers. He has over a million followers, and the guy he delivers food. So he just makes recordings of when he's picking up the food and who he's delivering it to. So that's his job, but he's making money on the side. So he's enjoying his job and making extra money from it. And I'm like, this guy has found the hack.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
So you have to look at it from a very from the way I see it is every generation has to sacrifice something for the next one. So all the technology that's created this new world for Gen Zs to be able to live the kind of life they're living is on the back of what the previous generation built, right? So we've built the infrastructure, we've built social media and all that stuff, and then now they're able to use it. So if you now go one step back and say, okay, what happened in our own era? We had Yahoo Chat, we had all these other things, internet, websites, blah 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 blah. So people could set up businesses online and make money and follow their dreams, right? That was built from the ones behind also. So every generation is supposed to make life better for the next one. So my question to you now is, do you think Gen Z is going to make life better for the next one?
Absolutely. When they get to that age.
Okay. Next question I have for you is, do you think Gen Z will produce good doctors and dentists?
By then, we won't need that. AI will solve that problem. You'll fill
The
that
problem
gap.
is that it's your teeth they'll be treating because you'll be old by then.
Speaking of that, I actually would prefer if my GP was an AI than Momo human being. Personally, I have something against the GPs here. I don't know. They don't. I feel like there's no value add when I go and see the GP. I
Like
go
using
there,
Google.
I already know what is wrong with me. There is really no value add. They're
Now
just
that
taking my money
money
and
where
telling me
they
what I
pay,
already
now
know.
that money where they
Yes,
pay, now they
it's
worry, now be the problem.
painful. Like I know that it's antibiotics I need, but I
Mm.
need your permission to go and get the antibiotics. So it's like, why the fuck am I wasting my time? I'll now book an appointment with you,
I
pay
will
you,
bring, I
and then
will bring,
Forget
bring
what?
back state, bring back states, I mean,
I've tried. I've
back state
tried.
don't use three of your accounts.
I swear.
Use this one. This is John Tama. I don't know, Bassett, what's this name? What's this John?
that the account where they use go find trouble on social media. I swear,
I
and
know.
if they implement purge, I know say many people will call bank sticks.
They'll
December
come for
1st.
you. They'll
Person where
come for you.
person where Sharon won't beat. Now we rescue him now.
They'll come for back sticks.
You see, you see, you get another band 3112.
I've
Band
added
thing.
everything, man. I've tried to add every single account. Nothing.
Okay.
Do you guys remember when first class used to be a thing? Like I'm a first class graduate. I've not heard that in a long time.
Hmm.
We don't
Who
even give
cares?
them money. You get away them they give them money. Now, even people,
Yeah.
I think there was a time they gave a first class graduate 10,000 naira, and then and the people that went to reality show like Big
Uh,
Brother, they collect
uh,
better bread.
the only first class in our comment section won't show herself.
Still is. Wait, Baba, if you go interview, you carry first class, there's a first class candidate sitting there, and then second class. The first class know they get street. You know what I mean? All that they know is
No
that
risk.
book. As in just that book. But you see person will give university to collect two, no, as in the guy will give you lamba. Like a lot of people, there is how you are so smart, but you do not fit in the team. And the response after the interview is, I like the guy, but he doesn't fit in. You know what I mean? Just because you are too book, you don't know
Team
any
player.
other. There's no
Yeah.
other gist. There's no. You are boring. So nobody will employ you. Nobody will
I, I,
employ
I
you.
like that point you raised, Praise. I'm sorry that I'm just throwing the topic everywhere, right?
Mm.
But what do you think makes somebody interesting?
you need to have a good sense of humor. You need to be able to take joke and give joke. That's it.
You start
Mm.
tell
I'm
us
on
the
a
GP.
2-1. Oh. You say if you know now, na 2-1. You know?
Praise, you're 2-1.
Yes, so
Upper
bro,
band.
big 2-1. Oh.
I'm impressed.
I test you. But
I didn't see your
even for
certificate.
my party, you know, na small thing for enter distinction, na just small thing.
I swear, I feel like you're one of those parents. In my time, I used to get first. You now
But
go and see their results.
That was military uni.
Banksy came to Australia, he couldn't survive. Now he take off go Canada. Banksy, he didn't born you well. There for this country survive.
The fuck?
Make you fly business class. He dey talk. I won't make you call this life.
Two one, but still voted 2 things.
T-boy, na
Keep my
T-movie.
head. Wait up 2-1.
This, you know, say this
Oh my
Banksy na
god.
Madonna boy. Adam, sure you know.
Oh
Na
yeah,
Boti boy.
I didn't
Yes,
know.
na Boti boy. Don't mind band six. Environmental engineering, buddy. Bro, but for real though, like Adam, if I think our generation, but Adam, have you worked with a Gen Z? Do you have a Gen Z at your job?
Yeah,
And have you worked with millennial, the
yes, now my
millennial
age
guys?
mates.
No, be your age mate, your papa mate. Is they your
No,
work, abi?
are we not
No, one
millennials?
millennial now.
Yeah,
Okay, wait a minute. Your papa mate na wetin they call
baby
themselves?
Boomers.
boomer.
Baby boomer.
Boomers.
You know? Have you worked with those guys?
No, you don't want to
Yes,
work with
now
those
I
guys.
love them.
Mm.
It's
No.
easy for me to. Anyways, me is I'm a friendly person, but it's easier for me to befriend baby boomers because I know how to add value to baby boomers' life.
Mm.
Help them
Mm.
convert Word document to PDF.
Everything that technology related. You guys are
Uh,
besties.
Like the
yes,
simple
yes.
things. How do you
Mm.
put formula here? You just come and do it for them. Like, wow, my guy. Connects their laptop to the
They,
printer.
they, they
Mwah.
they even ask you. Most of them they even ask and they struggle. And those are the Gen Zs, you know.
Oh, okay, Gen Z, Gen X. I think, anyways, it's
Hold on, which one is
confusing.
Gen X
I
then?
Gen
swear, I
X
don't even
is
know
after
again.
Gen Z, I think.
Oh,
Is that not us?
after.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
too
I
confusing.
guys.
I think
Yeah.
I think
I
it's time
think
to call
these
this.
names are just I think the best is just to call everybody motherfuckers. That's it because this Gen Z, Gen X, very hard to keep up. And then
Call everybody.
and then you have pronouns he's her this that
Now they
wow
them things now.
it's
Sorry.
crazy man.
Let me do a recap of what we spoke because some people joined us from the beginning and have been here, and I feel like we need to conclude with the value of today's conversation. So,
Boomers have
Praise said,
Gen X. So we're
regulate
Gen X then.
preachers. If you are the emperor of Africa, he said you regulate the preachers because religion is doing more of a disservice than a service in the country or in the continent of Africa. Daniel from the comment section said, make it visa free.
Who was this Daniel
Emmanuel,
guy?
you
Who
say?
was Daniel? Is it Daniel our guy
Yeah,
or some
Daniel,
Yeah,
other Daniel?
Daniel.
our guy, our bestie.
But it's not there
Our
now.
guys, guy.
He's left.
Yeah.
Emmanuel said legalize prostitution and force everybody to put their pension in Bitcoin.
God.
Then I said introduce NYC on a continental scale where as soon as you turn 21, carry the person to the other country, let them experience the culture for 1 year, and also create a purge where people like people like Bank Sticks can bring praise December 1st to Community Square and then Mona box them out. Free and fair, no
Dead body go
consequences.
surplus.
Exactly.
Oh,
So everybody, thank you for joining. It's been a privilege. I always look forward to our Thursday conversations.
all right. Bye.